The desert winds whispered secrets only the dead could hear. Beneath a velvet sky littered with stars, Amenirdis collapsed onto the warm sands, exhaustion clutching at his body. He had spent the day building monuments for kings who would never know his name. Now, under the endless heavens, his eyes closed, and he fell into a dream deeper than the Nile itself. In the dream, Amenirdis stood before a golden river that shimmered like molten light. On the opposite bank, he saw them, his mother, his sister, his ancestors, all dressed in robes of white linen. They called to him, but the river was wide, and he could not reach them. Desperation clawed at his heart. He cried out, "Why can I not cross?" A voice, soft and ancient as the stones of Karnak, answered from the river. "You carry the burdens of the living, Amenirdis. Only when your heart is as light as Ma'at's feather will you find your way home." He fell to his knees, remembering the anger at his lost father, the envy of nobles who walked in gold while he toiled in dust, the grief of endless years spent unnoticed. Every feeling pressed heavy against him. The river began to rise. It swirled with scenes of his life, moments of cruelty, moments of love, regrets he had buried deep. Amenirdis wept, the tears cutting trails through the coal on his cheeks. In that moment of sorrow, he heard his mother's voice again, soft as papyrus reeds swaying. "You are seen, my son. You are loved, even in your labor. Forgive yourself and be free." He rose, his chest light, the weight lifting with every breath. The golden river parted, revealing a path of shimmering stones. Each step forward felt like shedding an old skin, a lifetime of pain falling away like dried leaves in the desert wind. When he reached the other side, his ancestors embraced him. Warmth flooded him, not just from their arms, but from deep within, as if he had finally returned to a part of himself that had been lost long ago. Amenirdis opened his eyes. The sun was rising over the dunes, painting the sky with hues of gold and crimson. The monuments he had built stood silent, but now they seemed to glow with meaning. He was still a stonecutter. He still lived in a world that often forgot the hands that shaped it. But inside, Amenirdis had been carved anew, with a heart lighter than a feather, and a soul that knew it was never truly invisible. He stood, brushing the sand from his robe, and whispered to the morning light, "I am seen. I am enough." And with that, he walked back toward the city, each step firm with new purpose. A simple man, carrying the weight of no regrets, under the watchful eyes of eternity.